Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. How is everyone on this fine Friday evening? What is going on? Welcome to the Buffalo Fanatics. I am your host, Rico. This is the Rico Report, and I'm glad that you guys have tuned in. I don't have my fancy overlays, but all is good in the hood. It's Friday, baby, man. I don't know about you guys, man, but I feel like this week was a little long. Maybe it's because I came down. I mean, I was away for 2 weeks, right? Not having to deal with work. I worked the overnights. So having to switch your schedule back, your internal clock is all messed up. So for me, it was a long week. But nonetheless, you got to get through it. You got to fight through it. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in on a Friday evening. What's going on? I see the room is filled up a little bit. I see the room's filled up just a little bit. How rude am I? I'm chewing gum as I'm on the mic. That is a no-no whenever you are recording. That's a no-no. You can't do that. That's a big no-no. You don't talk. You don't chew gum on a mic. You don't chew gum when you're speaking to people. You got to take that out. So, nonetheless, I appreciate you guys joining in. I see Joshua Barrett is in the house. Bing Squad in the building. I see you, my man. Chris Jenke. I see you, man. I'm scrolling through. Tack Attack. What's going on, Tack Attack? I see you, bro. I see you. Travis Sinet. The Bing Squad is here. I like it. Jukesy. We're the regulars in the house. Yo, I like that, man. Yo, regulars on a Friday night. It's not easy, man. Friday nights, that's like date night. That's like time for you to go and hang out with your friends and your fam. Although we are in a I don't want to use the P word. We are in a pandemic, I suppose we could say. There's not a lot of things going on, but a lot of places have now opened up. You know what I'm saying? Up to phase 3 now. So you can go on patios. You can go for dinner. So it's all regulated. So I appreciate you, everyone showing up. So my man Dan Brown's in the building. I see you, Dan. Richard Upton girls. That's just, I don't know why, but it just makes me want to. How I know that song first and foremost. I mean, I kind of like my oldie song, so it would make sense for me to do that. Brian Bowers is here. Sam Mazza is here. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, welcome to the Rico Report, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. There's 94 people. Let's go. So let's talk about the week that was. Let's start off like this. We had a show debut. The Hoof Podcast, the Hood Podcast guys, Eric, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Anthony, Sterling, they are known as podcast guys, right? No more, no mas, right? They are now have taken their pretty faces and put it on camera. And let me tell you something, what a debut that was. First time, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It is not easy. I remember the first time I started recording and doing that. Matt Soda, I see you, my guy. Rated R Rico, man. I'm trying to chill, not Rated R Rico, man. But once the season starts, you might catch your boy slipping. But the Hoof Podcast, let me tell you, though, I don't want to call it the podcast, man. The Hoof Live, they killed that. First time going, they were smooth, they were organized, everything was laid out. I even took pointers from them. I'm not gonna front. I took some pointers from them. I love the way they have their segments. That dude. Y'all crushed it. Y'all did a fantastic job. You guys had everybody engaged. It was a great show. Fantastic. And guess what? I am proud to have that part of the part. I'm proud to have it part of the network, the Buffalo Fanatics network. Man, we've been growing this thing for so long. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? And then we follow that up. We followed up with my guy Joe Miller and Jay Spence with the Hump Day Hotline. Come on, man. And then you kill. And then you had the Bills guys come in yesterday and had a fantastic show. They had the nerve, the gall, the unmitigated gall to go 2 hours, and then they made it a fiesta and had everybody on that thing. You're lucky I didn't jump in there, man. I was at work. I wanted to jump in there real bad, but I couldn't. What a fantastic show. This Buffalo Fanatics thing that we're doing, man. We're trying to do big things. We're trying to, like my man Joe Miller would say, take over the damn world. We're trying to do it, man. One show at a time. One piece of article at a time, great content after great content after great content. That's what we're trying to. We're striving to be there. And I'm just a little guy, man. Just admiring what's going on because I love to see guys having passion, the same passion that I have. The guys that we have part of Buffalo Fanatics exude that. And I applaud it because it's so lovely to watch, man. Me, Pierre, Bob, we sit there, we're like, yo, man, remember where we once were? You know what I'm saying? And what we have now is great. It is fantastic, and I love it. My man said, Rico, don't forget the super chat. Hey, did I forget a super chat? How could I do that? I can't do that. My man, Dan Brown, showing love to the voice of our group. Let's get this season going. By the way, I'm going to leave that up. So we have a Facebook group. We have a closed Facebook group, and we also have a Facebook group for likes, and we put it's like a like page, right? And my guy Dan is a very big contributor, and he helps us run and help kind of funnel and make sure that our Facebook page is running to par. And he was like, you know what? I want to do something fun. So here's the fun thing that my man Dan wants to do. Out of his own pocket, he's going to buy you any merch from the BF merch shop. All right. But here's how you got to qualify. You got to qualify by becoming a Bing Squad member. And if you can predict, once the season starts, predict the score of a game. If you think we're going to beat down the Jets 55-0, put down 55-0. We beat them 55-0. You're getting a shirt of your choice by Dan Brown. He's going to go through that. But here's the thing. You got to be a Bing Squad member. Be a Bing Squad member. Let's go. So Dan Brown, I appreciate that, my guy. Appreciate that. So here's the deal, folks. Let me get this out the way. A lot of things have happened this week. I had to show love to my guys because they deserve it. Now let's get to football talk. Roster moves are happening. And there are some things that I would say I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because when I look at what we're doing with the cornerback room, we started off with a strong cornerback room. Let me tell you, you have your Trey White, you have Josh Norman, you had EJ Gaines, you had Levi Wallace. You feel me? So we had Cam Lewis, we had some depth. We brought in Ike Brown. Now, when you look at our cornerback room, it's not saying much right now. Trey White, healthy. Levi Wallace, healthy. EJ Gaines opted out. He's gone. Josh Norman now is dealing with probably soft tissue injury, hamstring, quad. Not too sure exactly what it is, but it doesn't seem like he's coming back anytime soon. I'm not saying he's a long-term injury, but it doesn't seem like he's coming anytime soon. So it's pause to cause. You know what I'm saying? It's cause for pause, excuse me. Because now you got to look, whoa, hold on a second. Now it's not as deep as we thought. So we have to, I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned right now. That hammy is not a joke. I don't know if you guys have ever played high-level sports. If you're a sprinter, hockey player, basketball, football, when you tweak the hammy, it's a bit of that's uncomfortable. You can't really stride out the way you want to, right? But when you pull that thing real good, that thing can leave you out at least 2 weeks. I pulled my hammy real good. I was out 2 weeks straight. And even on the third and fourth week, I was never the same guy until a month after. So this is problematic. I don't like where this is going. Elliot says they said today that they expect Norman available week 1. I hope so. That gives us what? Another 3 weeks? 2 weeks? Right? So hopefully he's tip-top shape by the time that it's all said and done and ready to go. Jeff says, look who Trey is against. Dogs. You damn right. We got a lot of dogs on this team. So here's the deal, folks. There's 128 people. If you guys are watching from Facebook, you guys are watching from Twitter, you guys are watching from Sportscaster, do me a favor. Do your boy a favor. Share that. Just share it. Let's get more viewers in this thing. We're trying to prime ourselves for week 1. So we're ready to roll. So with the roster updates, we had to make some moves, right? Ike Brown just retired up and said, you know what? This has been cool. But I've been doing this football thing for a long time, right? And it's true. A lot of these guys have been playing since they were, I don't know, in the States, you guys call it Pop Warner football. Here, I mean, where I'm from, it's called Tyke football. You're like 8. You're like 7 or 8 years old. And then it goes Tyke, Mosquito, and it goes up. They got these days. You guys do Pop Warner. These guys have been playing since Pop Warner. Then the junior, then you go to junior high, then you go to high school. Then if you're good enough, you go to the collegiate level. That's a lot of time dedicated to the books because you're a student, dedicated to your craft, dedicated into the gym. You know what I'm saying? when you get to the league, you work so hard. Is the passion still there? And it's tough, man. If you can admit to yourself that the passion is no longer there and you say, I'm walking away, damn, man, it's craziness. It is crazy. Shout out to my guy, Ryan Teal, super sticker. I like it. I appreciate that. You're a real one. My guy, Scott Van Loo. What's going on, Scott? My problem is assigned Dawkins. That's great. But why haven't they assigned Trey yet? Oh, excuse me. Re-signed. Okay. That's what you're going to say. My problem is they signed Dawkins. That's great. But why haven't they signed Trey yet? He should be their number one priority. He is a very high priority. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna let that hang for a bit. He's a very high priority. But right now, you got him locked up for a year, another year. You can actually franchise him. So are we in a hurry to get him? No, and neither is he. He says the deal, it will happen when it needs to happen. So believe me, are they in conversation? I'm sure, preliminary conversations. But when it really comes down to it, you best believe they will bring him in. They will bring him in. They'll give him a nice deal, probably make him one of the best, if not the highest paid corner. You never know with the way these things go. But I can definitely see him with a very, very healthy contract, and it'll make him very happy. I will be shocked if he doesn't return to the Bills with a long-term deal. When it happens, who knows? But either side is not ready to press the issue. Either side is not ready to press the issue. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried. What you should be worried about is Mr. Milano. We don't know what's going on with Mr. Milano. So we got to be ready for that. Where's my guy, Brian Rooney? Brian Rooney. T-Bass. You going to go time? T-Bass time? T-Bass time. I kind of like that. T-Bass time. My man Joe Miller says Milano will be first and Trey has no sense of urgency. He is going to get paid all the Pagula bucks in the world. And it's true. It's true. The only thing that I will disagree with Joe is Milano will be first. We don't know all that. We don't know if we are going to be paying Milano. It makes all the sense to do it. All the sense to do it. I like Milano on this team. I like him with his roster. I like him with the development, him developing alongside Edmonds. It makes the most sense. The type of defensive package that we run, having those two guys on that field, you need it. It makes all the sense. But I mean, do we have the dollars? It makes all the sense. Does that make sense? Am I making sense with the sense I'm saying? I tried to make it work there. It didn't work. But you catch what I'm doing right now. We'll see. We will see. Bobby Ray. Are we positive Trey will be re-signed? Oh, don't even start that nonsense. Don't even start, Bobby. Yo, you try to start controversy. Don't start that controversy, man. He will be signed. You know it. Let's not trip. Because if we don't sign him, we good with Levi Wallace and Josh Norman? We good with Brian Adams? You know what I'm saying? Are we good with Cam Lewis? Are we good with that? Come on now. Come on, bro. Don't try that. Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. So that being said, I am still concerned when I look at the cornerback room. So what does Mcdermott, what does Bean do? They bring in a guy by the name of Brian Adams. Did I get him right? Did I say it right? Brian Adams. We just signed Brian Adams. Hold on a second. Because the production, I got to get my production down pat. Let me get my production down pat. Brian Allen. Excuse me. I said Brian Adams like the damn singer. We bring in Brian Allen. Now, Brian Allen, former fifth round pick. My man is as physical as he's as physical as can be. 6'3", 215. Corner. Long, lengthy. Kind of like your Levi Wallace. I'm not Levi Wallace ain't 6'3", but he's lanky. Long arms. So when you bring in a Brian Adams that's physical, not afraid to get in the dirt, that I like. That's a big boy. Strength, he will press your ass at the line. You ain't getting nowhere, right? Disrupt you trying to run your route. Problem with him is he's not great after the fact. So if you can get off the line without him jamming you, you can have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a little fun. But if you let him jam you up, it's over with. And he's physical. So a physical corner fits perfectly well in the defensive scheme that McDermott and Leslie Frazier are going to be running. So B. Allen, is he a camp body? I don't know if he's a camp body per se, but I think he's going to be a contributor. Just pay attention to what we have right now with our roster. Look at the cornerback room. Are you happy with our cornerback room? Ike just retired out of nowhere. Ike was making a little name for himself. So now Josh Norman being out, Ike is gone, EJ Gaines gone. That's 3 corners that we expected to be on the squad. I mean, not Ike Brown so much, but EJ Gaines was something that we were like, yo, we can close our eyes and we'll be fine. Teron Johnson is there. We like that. We drafted Dane Jackson. I get all that. But we need depth at corner because all it takes is for Troy White to go down and all hell breaks loose. Now we scrambling. So I'd like to have something legitimate on both sides. So Brian Adams. Brian Allen, welcome to the squad. And it's going to be interesting to see what you bring to the table. Elliot says that's the Canadian in you, Rico. Brian Adams. My bad. I don't know why I said Brian Adams. I don't think I've ever in my lifetime mentioned Brian Adams unless I was reading it somewhere. Was I listening to Brian Adams today? Maybe I was. Was I? Who knows, man? Stephanie Campbell. All those defensive players thrive not only because of them being physical, but because of the kind of defensive scheme McDermott runs. Trey knows that. You damn right he does. You damn right he does. But you got to have ability to go without. You can't just be physical and not have the skill set to back it up when you're downfield because you're going to be facing some elite receivers. Jamming out the line, they're trained to get off the line. So you can't do that to them all day. Not going to happen. So that being said, welcome to the squad. I hope he does. I hope he figures himself out and finds himself a niche on there. Special teams will probably be what he's going to have to really get his act in, get his hands dirty in the special teams game. And hopefully we can see a lot more of Brian now. Ryan Sealback, if Norman performs this year like a CB1, hypothetically, and Levi takes a step up and becomes more solid number 2, do we pay Trey? You damn right. There is no scenario. I gotta take that down. There's no scenario where you can take out Trey White, and believe that you can get away with Josh Norman, an older Josh Norman, might I add, and Levi Wallace that kind of tailed off at last season and be content with that. Sorry, you need a bona fide lockdown corner. You need that. Your team needs a lockdown corner. It allows you to do so much more on the defensive side of the ball. Don't bother looking that way because he's gonna lock that down. I can do so much more with my linebackers. I can do so much more with blitzing schemes, so much more. But when you have corners that are liabilities, you can't blitz as much because someone's going. If I'm even, I'm leaving. You can't play zone all day. You got to be able to mix it up with the zone with a little bit of man and some pressure. But if your cornerbacks is some ass, forget about it, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. By the way, there's 150 people here tuned in. Smash that like for your boy. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuned in. I love when I'm able to share my platform. I can sit here and chop it up with you guys. I love it. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Articles. We're blasting out articles. Hit the articles. Hit them up. Every one of our guys is putting in work. BuffaloFanatics.com. My guy Bobby is a design genius. There was a comment the other day. Somebody said that whoever runs the Buffalo Fanatics IG page is a genius. I didn't want to show Bobby that because that's gonna make his head like super huge, right? Pause. But yo, we got some people on the squad, man. Shout out to my guy Bobby, man. He's always in the chat. So if you see him, don't feel any slight of way. Roast his ass if you need to. It's okay. It makes him better, right? Follow our Twitter. Let's get to that 10K. We're trying to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark, subscriber follower mark. We got destroyed. We were at like 17,000 followers, just like over a year ago, and some change. We're at 17, almost 18, I think, give or take, and we got wiped clean. We have to start all over again. Oof, still hurts to this day. And for who and for what? Taylor Swift? That's another story for another day. I apologize. If you're trying to get your merch, let me merch drop you. Hold on a second. Let me show you guys a little something. Mr. Process. I wore this shirt today on purpose. Right? That's the conversation piece right there. Mr. Process. Okay? Big things are happening, man. Hit that merch shop. When the games start this season, week 1, this is where you want to be. Chatwithbf.com. Flick chat. Flick that. Flip that. Flick that. Get on the flick chat. Ooh, bars. You said I said flick that, flip that, flick chat. Yo, I don't want to get I should get in the booth right now. Right? Get my pen game going. Y'all know who it is, man. Follow me. And let's go. And now a lot of folks have been asking, how do I become a Bing Squad member? Join thefanatics.com. That's simple. Let's go. Here we go. So here's the deal, folks. This roster right now, I'm very pleased with. I'm just not too pleased right now with the cornerback room. Now, I got to talk about something, man. It's already hard enough that we had such a tough offseason with information, especially for content creators like myself and many others. But it's already hard enough to understand what's going on with the Bills and then being able to relate to you guys, give our own opinions on something, speculate on what potentially could be happening until the season starts, until we start seeing things with preseason and camp and this, that, and the third. But we can't even do that right now. Why? Because Mr. Process over here feels that you ain't supposed to say nothing until I tell you it's okay to say something. Paraphrasing. Nobody can report the way they used to report. Now they got to tweak how they're reporting stuff. And the latest thing that's come out, the beloved, hold on, I gotta give a shout out to my guy, Al Hansen. Trey is going to be their number one for years. They'll keep drafting to find their cornerback two, just like they will for RB. Simple as that. Al Hansen, you get it. Al, you get it. Now, our beloved Chris Brown. I like Chris Brown. I think a lot of people love Chris Brown. This guy, for as long as I've known, he's been covering this damn team, giving us the goods, right? Then we get news that my guy gets suspended. They decide to say, you know what? You messed up. Timeout. They essentially put him on timeout. It's embarrassing, first and foremost. So why did he get put on timeout? Because he reported something that happened and showed personnel. He kind of gave a glimpse as to what's happening. Epinesa was the backup to the right end or left end. Was the left end, excuse me. Back up to the left end. So behind Mario Addison, it was Epinesa. We didn't know that? You don't think we knew? What are y'all hiding? You're not hiding that. To me, there's way more to this Chris Brown thing. There's no way you go suspend him because he said that. We already know. He's not going to go above Jerry Hughes. He's not going to go above the $13, $14 million Mario Addison. Of course, he's going to be the backup. And you certainly know he's ahead of Trent Murphy. It's just a matter of time to cut Trent Murphy. And that's another topic I got to talk about. And by the way, bing, biggity, bing, we got ourselves a new member. Welcome, my man Brian. Listen, facts about Cody, I get that. But we got to talk about this. Anthony John became a new member. Anthony John, welcome to the Bing Squad. Bing, biggity, bing, we are here. I wanted to say that all day. I've been wanting to say it all day. Yesterday, when there was a show going on with the Bills guys, 3 new members joined the BF. By the way, Bills guys, excellent job. And when I saw them, it took all the energy for me to, I want to be, where's their bell? They don't got a bell. I got my bell. Anthony John, welcome. I got to give you love, man. I got to give you love. So here's the deal. My man needs to chill out. Mr. Mcdermott, relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good look when you do that to someone that covers the team, puts the team in good light. That's their job, to put the team in good light, report on the team, give the fans, the consumers, what they want to hear and see. But you suspend the guy. And then you have the other individual that is the partner. I think it was, I can't remember her name. Seems like a very nice girl. And now she's the one that's covering the team right now. Come on. So, Are we overdoing it? Is McDermott is being overdoing it? Let's relax. Let's take it easy, man. Don't forget, when this whole pandemic thing is cool and we figure things out, there's some kind of vaccination that comes out, there's a medicine that comes out for it, we still have to resume back to normal. And this type of stuff that's happening right now is something that I can see that say, you know what, it kind of worked for us, so let's continue that. We have to rely solely on the reports of these writers. And it's a good thing in that way, because that's how they're going to build rapport with the fans. I have to rely on the Matt Perinos. I have to rely on the Marcel Louis-Jacques. Right? But golly, man, I'd like to rely on my own eyes. I want to watch preseason. I want to see it for myself. Man. But that's craziness. So which brings me to my question. Every one of us played sports. But the thing is, here, Richard Upton, not all the teams follow this very rule. Some teams have it where they're super strict, and some teams are less strict. They're not all uniform. So it's kind of like this. Some teams, the Bills specifically, are way more strict than others. But come on, it comes to a point where like, yo, chill out, relax, on scam. Okay? That was a little French for y'all. But here's my thing. By the way, there's 171 people watching right now. Shout out to you guys. Continue to share off of your platforms. Let's get more people in this chat room. I appreciate it. Let's go. So here's my thing, man. We all played high school ball, track. We did some kind of competitive sport. Maybe I'd say majority. I'll say majority of the people in this chat have played some kind of sport. I'm going to speak on especially for those that have played football. Picture this, and I know you've heard it before. And if you have heard this before, smash that like and then throw me a whole bunch of thumbs up, okay? You've been at practice. You're a running back. You're the quarterback. You're the kicker. You're the defensive lineman. You're the right tackle. You're the center. You're the middle linebacker. You're the safety, right? The coach calls a play. I'll speak specifically on the offensive side of the ball. You run the play, something happens, defense is talking ish because defense is always ahead of the game, and they're like, you ain't shit, you ain't this, you ain't gonna do nothing, blah, 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 get that trash off of here, right? So you go back to the huddle. Coach is like, run the same play. You're like, coach, we just ran it. They know it's run the same play, execute it the way I want you to execute it, and there should be no issues. Execute the play, and we'll be fine. Run the play again. So what do? We run the play again. They trash us again. Get back to the huddle. This guy messed up. Run the play again. You run the play again. And they know it's coming, but you run the play again. The point is, sometimes you have to keep running that play just to get it right. And at one point, it's not going to matter what the defense does because you're still going to do it, and you're going to do it well, and you're going to execute it, and you're going to be successful in it. I bring this up because who cares if we're reporting on who the hell the right tackle is? Who cares if we're reporting on this and that? You don't think they know? You don't think they know what's happening? What's with the secrecy? I don't get it, man. Just play ball. Let the consumer, let the people watching watch the game for themselves, and let's be entertained. Let's be entertained. But you everything's hush and you can't do this and you can't do that. Man, stop that nonsense, man. It's a turnoff. It's a turnoff. Trust the process. Too much process. Chill out on the process. Too much. Was that a rant? Did I just go on a rant here? I didn't mean to go on a rant. But this nonsense, man. Well, we can't say this, but we can tell you this. Like, I saw wording. Really great block by right tackle and right guard, such and such. But they can't say who's starting, who's the team one, who's team two. Man, get out of here with that. You don't think that fans like myself and others are kind of piecing who's going to make the team and who's going to be first? Man, cut it out. Cut it out. I'm sorry. I apologize. I had to say it. We like rants. I'm not even trying to rant, man, for real. I'm not even trying to rant. It's just annoying, man. I want to read on my team. I want to be able to see specifically what the hell's happening, and then we go from there. And then when you take the damn field with that top 5 defense of yours, with a quarterback that's going to be ascending like crazy, with an offense that has been retooled, rebooted, ready to go, shit is people are not going to be able to stop us. So enough of that shit, man. Let the damn reporters do their damn job. You limiting some damn reporters, man. Now they got to do this and make changes for stupid reasons. Ridiculous. Now I'm done. I just had to get that out the way, man. Get so sick and tired of that crap. Let that rated R Rico out. I can't do it. Can't do it, kid. Can't do it. Man. Y'all, it just needs to stop, man. Agreed about the Chris Brown stuff. It's nonsense, man. A reputable guy in Chris Brown. Y'all gotta. And then on top of that, I don't know what this is about. The whole marketing team said, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm out. That's what the whole marketing team said. I'm out. So a whole scrimmage goes on, and I didn't even touch on the scrimmage yet. A whole scrimmage goes on, and we don't know nothing. That sounded weird. We don't know nothing. We don't know a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Now we're getting weak ass clips. Almost like they purposely give us some trash clips to get us excited and buzzed. I'm not excited. I want the whole damn play. Give me the formation. Give me all that shit. Fuck, man. There it is. There's that F-bomb, man. Fuck all that shit, man. Play ball. Let me see that shit. Man. Someone said trust the process. Is the process to just keep everything hidden and then provide us? Here's the worst part. You hide all this. I don't wish this, by the way. But you hide all of this. You don't want anybody reporting on this. You don't want people knowing what the depth chart looks like. You don't want any of that shit, right? And then we put it out. We put the product out week 1. And we get blasted. I'm not saying it's going to happen because I definitely know it's not going to happen. But we get worked. 35-0. Allen is a trash bag. Defense get ripped apart. All that. And you hit all that for what? So you can put that product on the field? At least let me know if my product is shit. Don't surprise me with some garbage. It's not going to happen. But don't surprise me with some garbage. If you're going to surprise, all this secrecy, you better come out and wax that ass when you come on week 1 Jets. You better wax it. Wax it good. Golly, man. Cardell Linder. What's up, brother? Thoughts on the protest? Do you really want my thoughts on the protest? Y'all don't want my thoughts on the protest. That's a whole. I don't want to disrespect you. I appreciate that donation, Cardero, but you don't want my opinion on that because we share too many different opinions as Bills fans, because that's the community that I'm speaking to. Too many opinions. Some people feel some way. Some people feel another. I disagree with a whole lot of my friends. A whole lot of them. I still love them. They're still my peoples. But you don't want my thoughts, man. Just know that black folk ain't happy about any of this bullshit. None of us. We see this every effing day. It's just another face. Yo, watching your own folks get gunned down like that is another day. And it's like, yo, you get numb to that shit. You get numb. You get sick and tired of it. I know I am. It's to the point, like, yo, it's like when you done, like, when like you got in trouble with your parents and you cried, and this, that, and the third, and then now you're out of tears, man. You're out of tears. Now you're just upset. You just like, yo, what the hell, man? So I'm done with that. I'm not gonna jump on that. It's just some bullshit that's going on. Some people don't value life. They don't value other lives. I'm not even getting into that. So anyway, moving on. This scrimmage. Let's get to the scrimmage right now because I need to talk on that. Y'all got me on my bag today, man. I didn't want to try to get my bag, but y'all got me on my bag. So my guy, New Mexico, preach, my brother. It's another day. It is another day. And it's a damn shame because it's another day that one is dead. It's another day that one is paralyzed. And their life is changed for good. Here's the thing, man. Before I get off of that, here's the thing. When these killings are happening, these shootings are happening, and you see, and listen, I have family members and friends that are in law enforcement. So I see and hear and read about both sides. So I'm not going to say, because that's a tough freaking job. Tough job. Yo, every day you don't know if you're going to come back. Right? As an officer. Now flip that. Every day I go out, like if I go to Buffalo, listen, we don't have that. We have it, but it's not magnified as much as it is over there. But I go to Buffalo every year that I can. So me minding my business driving, I don't know if I'm going to return back to my own country because if somebody woke up on the other side of the bed. So the same way the officers are like, yo, I don't know if I'm going to come back because some lunatic is going to do whatever. The same for black folk when we walk out there. I don't know if some lunatic cop is going to had a bad day and he's going to take my life today. Some craziness, man. Flip it. It's the best way to, I don't want to get too much into it, but you got to flip it on the other side. The same way the cops are like, yo, I just want to come home and do my job and go home. Same. I want to go to the grocery store, get my groceries, and kiss my kids and come back. That's what I want to do. You don't think the same things you want to do, I want to do? But we don't have that luxury because we don't get to carry that stuff on us. Man, I'm off of that. I'm not, I got way more to say, but I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. Anyway, so here's the deal. This scrimmage that went down, big things are happening. We have our quarterback that for the first time, my man was hitting a 300-yard game. What? 300 yards? Y'all see that? Actually, I kind of like this. 300 yards. Josh Allen. We've been asking for this man to throw for 300 yards for so long, and guess what? He threw for 300 yards without the new addition. Without the new addition in Stephon Diggs. Congratulations. What exactly does that mean exactly? Josh Allen threw for 300 yards. He was on money. He was making these throws and this, that, and third. Guess what? I'm not excited about it. Most people are going to be like, yo, you must be so happy. This is great. Your quarterback's fine. No, I am not. No, I am not. You want to know why? You guys remember Nate Peterman? Y'all remember him? Lighting up the freaking board, right? I'm not talking about statistically, but he was doing really well. He was a camp warrior. Killing the game. I was loving it because I called it that he was gonna earn that number one freaking quarterback spot. All that was fantastic until he hit first game. Then you're like, well, yeah, that's the guy I knew. That's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not excited until I see that shit live and on the field week 1. You give me 300, 2 touchdowns and a rushing, then I'm excited. Right now, not excited. Let me see that shit. I don't care about y'all. I mean, y'all can do all that bullshit. Nah, I need to see it because I did all that with Nate Peterman. Nate Peterman was dropping dimes. He was doing this. He was doing that. And it was exciting because everybody's like, holy crap, I didn't see this from Nate Peterman. He might be the guy that's the process. He might be Mr. Process. Nope. No, he was not. Damn, man. Disappointing. But it is what it is. Now, if he can give me that week 1, let's go. Tony B says, stop it. Don't go there. We know he's not Nate Peterman. That's not the point. You're not catching my point. My point is he's doing fantastic in camp. He's doing all this good stuff. And the specific thing I'm talking about is his 300-yard game. His 300-yard game, will that translate into week 1? I don't buy all this that he's doing it in practice. I need to see that week 1. Is it encouraging a little bit to hear it? Great. Cool. But it doesn't move my needle like it moves other people's. Sorry. Rodney Morrison, watch your mouth. Nate Peterman was my guy, man. I liked him. He was cool. He was a cool cat. So here's the deal. Peterman is awesome in shorts and no pads. Hey, I'm just saying, man. So I don't get excited for all that type of stuff. I did. I learned my lesson with Nate Peterman. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I'm going to chill. I'm going to wait. and see what really goes down. But I like it. Now, here's what I'm most excited about. And I don't know how he did it, but my man Bobby put something together, and he was able to decipher who was right guard and right tackle with a short little clip that these guys took care of. Right? They had a clip. So what I'm trying to figure out is this. You know where Dawkins is going to be. You know where Spain is going to be. You know where Morse is going to be. You know all them things, right? But guess what? Could we have a Ford and Williams at right guard and right tackle? Are you okay with that? Does that work? Right guard goes to Cody Ford and Darrell Williams at right tackle. Here's a wrinkle for you. I wouldn't mind seeing, and this is what I'm reading now, that Ty Nseke seems to be kind of showing out a little bit. So that right side of the right side of the line, man, it's going to be fun to see who is going to earn that right guard spot and that right tackle spot, which then makes me say the signing of Brian Winters, could he be short-lived? Could we have signed him and then we figured out that, man, right guard is the right position for Cody Ford. We're going to leave him there. Feliciano's going to be back by week 4, week 5, maybe week 6. Yo, we don't need Brian Winters. Brian Winters, you out. I could totally see that happening. I really could. James Sneed says Ford and Ty with Williams at backup tackle. That's a very big possibility. John Roberts. Allen has already proven he can make plays and win games. He has, certainly. But the thing that I'm talking about is that 300-yard game. Until he can prove that in a game, that's when I'll believe it. We just talking about practice. What? We talking about what? We talking about practice. Practice? I don't give a damn about no damn practice. Remix. I don't give a damn about no practice. Do that shit in the game, then we talk about it. Bobby Ray says, if Williams starts at right tackle, who will be the swing guard, though? That's the thing. So Bates swings from left all the way to right. So does Bates man that? Does Bame man that position? So it's a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. So maybe they do keep Winters for him to be that guy. But I mean, man, even I don't know, bro. And Nseke can potentially take the right guard as well. He could be that backup right guard. A lot of the possibilities are there. So if y'all like that, I'm with it. Al Hansen says, Bobby, Bates is covered. If Bates has that covered, I think Ryan Bates is able to do it all. Nseke is a good swing backup. If he starts, there's no backup LT. Well, the backup LT could be Trey Adams if we decide to keep him, or I don't know what's going on. But Bates is going to be the guy that goes left, right, center, all over the place, man. The guy does it all. Does it all. So we're going to find out. Don Troutman, my guy, Donnie. What's going on, my man? Donnie, if you guys don't know who Donnie, man, Donnie is, this guy holds an epic tailgate party. Legit. Too bad we can't have that anytime soon, man. But I look forward to the next one. Don Troutman says Trey Adams will not make this squad. And he'll probably make the practice squad, most likely. But a lot of people don't want to let him actually go. They want him to stay on the practice squad. So we'll see. Cody Finney says Winters isn't getting cut. $3 million, $2 million guaranteed. Let me tell you something. I've seen McDermott and Bean bring on someone and say, it's not going to work out, and cut them at the same time. So I don't think that money thing is an issue. Especially if Feliciano does come back. So what you going to do? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. My man Thomas Camp says, I'm breaking news. I'm going to bury my blow-up doll. Y'all are weirdos, bro. I tell you. You guys are weirdos. So moving on. What week is Feliciano supposed to be back? They say between weeks four to, and then depending on who the medical professional you're listening to, week 4 to week 8. You know what I'm saying? Depending. Like here's the deal. If you look at JJ Watt, when did JJ Watt hurt his pec? He hurt it what, in week 1, week 2? I can't remember. And he came back playoff. So he missed pretty much all year. He missed eight plus games. And I guess maybe he cleaned that up a little bit more, and then boom, he was back for the playoff game, which really killed us because his presence alone gave them a lot of momentum in the second half. I don't want to go back to that game, but y'all catch what I'm saying. So it could be as early as week 4 potentially, and as late as week 8 to week 9, week 10, maybe. You never know. It all depends on how these guys heal. And I'll tell you that furthermore, he was seen in practice with no sling. So no sling is pretty good news to me. Take it for what it's worth. Take it for what you want to take it for. Who's being traded for the 4th and 5th? We'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, here's the deal. Stephanie Campbell. If Josh Allen was making me dinner and nursing me back to health like he was Feliciano, I would be hurt for the rest of my... Yo, the thirst is real. Go ahead, girl. Get that, Stephanie. He's got a girl, though. She ain't having that. She ain't having that. Rico, don't forget, Alexander will be back for the playoffs. Calling it now. I don't know, bro. I don't know about all that. But let me tell you this, though. Let me tell you this. There are going to be some people that you need to pay attention to on that O-line, especially on the right-hand side. So, Tyan Seke, you got Ford, and you got Darrell Williams. That trio right there. And you know what? Bring in Brian Winters. That right there is going to be very interesting. But you got to put your best product out. So, question is, which of these guys is going to be your best product? A lot of people have written off Tyan Seke. But from the reports, they say Tyan Seke is looking like a new man, a little healthier. So who knows? Maybe he might ran that right tackle spot because that's where he was supposed to be if Ladrian Waddell didn't go down. Right? So we're about to find out. Now, I do have something that I'm concerned about. And before I get to that, there's one other move that I got to talk about. I'm going to talk about it quickly. Do you remember this guy? Mr. Hauschka? Gone. When they draft a player, specifically at your position, and where they draft this player means everything, especially at the kicker position, and they get drafted alone itself, you best believe you're gone. And that's exactly what happened with Hauschka. Now, Hauschka, I especially believe that him and his family are classy individuals. His wife especially. It's like 2 or 3 times now where she's put a memo out about the things they do in the community, and I admire that a lot. So it tells me that they are big. They're big into community living, community involvement, and all that good stuff. And she wrote a very nice, lovely piece thanking all of Buffalo and so on and so forth. I wish him all the best. I really do. But when you draft a kicker, young buck that has a bit of a swagger to him, you don't find much kickers with swagger to them. This guy has a bit of swagger. And you draft that dude, and you draft him in the 6th round, oh, you best believe they're keeping him. And that's exactly what happened. So right now, Mr. Bass is doing the job. By the way, shout out to my guy Bobby for the graphics. That boy's a graphic king. So Mr. Bass, man, is going to be our kicker going forward. So we got Boho and Bass. See if you can put something together with that. The Bojo Bass combination. Who knows? So a lot of things are up for grabs, especially in camp. One thing has been sorted out, and that's the kicker position. We still got to figure out the right side of the line. We still got to figure out what the hell we're doing with this issue right now, which I'm going to bring up. The longer this individual remains on the team, the more concern I have that they're not going to get rid of him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Trent Murphy. Trent Murphy is still on this team. And I don't understand why. Now, they gave the courtesy, and potentially if that's what it is, they let Hauschka go at this time to say, you know what? We ain't going to keep you. We wanted to see the competition. It just looks like it's going to be the best fit for us to keep the young guy, but we like you. So we're going to let you go early. So that way some team can figure it out and pick you up early. So that way you don't have to sit there week 1, week 2, cold as ever. I want you to latch on to a team so that way you can continue with your career and go from there. We like you. Good luck with your future endeavors. Good day, sir. Right? Meanwhile, Trent Murphy's still on the team. Let him go too. Be nice. Unless you guys are trying to look for a trading partner, a trade partner, which, oh, hold on a second. I got to go back to that. Killer Bees? The Boho and Bass? But Boho ain't no killer though, man. Boho ain't no killer. Bass maybe, Boho, but Bojo ain't no killer. So I don't know. That's pretty cool though. I like that. Juan Castillo, dope. But I see Murphy still being on this team. It's making me now think, shit, I think they're gonna hold on to him. If you haven't got rid of him now, yo, they're holding on to him. After the first year when we brought him in, I was not impressed. I was like, yo, they're gonna cut him. 1 year deal. It's all good. He's out of here. Because we had an out to get out of the deal after 1 year. And they said, nah, we're gonna keep him. So they kept him. Shocked. I was surprised. Didn't think it was gonna happen. And now he's still on the team to this day. August 28th? We are August 28th. The season starts September 13th? If the math is good, I don't know if the dates are correct. And he's still here? And I've said it to you guys before. They're gonna wait until week 1 and say, we're good. See you later. Or they're keeping him. And right now it's very much looking like they're keeping him, which boggles my mind because now you have Epinesa, you have Mario Addison, you have Quentin Jefferson, you have Jerry Hughes, you have Mike Love making a little bit of noise on the outside. Like you got 5 DEs. But you're keeping Trent Murphy? I just don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're waiting for something to happen where they're gonna trade or somebody's gonna need a trade. I don't know. Leverage is key. I get it. But man, he's gonna get the screw job. Either he's on the team or he's getting the screw job. And I'm not talking about Bret Hart. If Buffalo makes it to the Super Bowl, I can see them calling Kyle Williams and Alexander up to play. No, they would not. Stop that nonsense. Cardero. My man is golfing right now. He's almost like a pro golfer. He ain't going to come out there. They might invite him to the damn Super Bowl. Yo, man, be on the sideline with us, man. We need you. Cool. Ain't going to suit him up. Come on now. It'd be a good gesture to kind of say, yo, come be with us. You know what I'm saying? You deserve all of this stuff, man. Be here with us. But nothing other than that. Cody Finney. I want to see his sign destroying. Dude kicks massive kicks, and his athleticism is surreal. Runs some crazy fake punts with destroying. I know who destroying is. Good kid. Cool story. And he's played some professional ball in the CFL. I pay attention when he played for the Argonauts. He can kick. He definitely can. And I would actually like to see a story. I'd like to see a team at least bring him on for at least a tryout. He can kick. He definitely can kick. It'd be interesting. Now, that being said, folks, I need to bring something else up. This tight end room, when I gave you guys my 53-man roster, I was like, if you think about it and you look at it, I had 3 tight ends. And look at me now. I'm tweaking it already. Knox, lock, Croft, lock. He's not going nowhere unless we get surprise cut, but I doubt it. Sweeney, PUP, not healthy. So now that leaves a spot open. I don't want Lee Smith on the squad. I'm good. I'm Gucci. So Jason Kroom can assume that role. And you can only go by what these reporters are putting out there. And from what I'm reading, from not one, but 2 sources, you got to go with 2, at least 2, that he's starting to come up. He's starting to make some moves. And these guys are modest. I hit him up. I was like, yo, what's going on? We have a small little relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I could chop it up. He's staying humble in his rights. Yo, I'm just grinding. I'm just doing my work. You know what I mean? We'll see how it plays out. And I respect it. But so I don't want to sleep on Kroom either. I've been already talking about him all offseason. Not sleeping on Kroom. And look at me sleeping on him. And I put Sweeney there. But I like Sweeney a lot. So Kroom could be there on the squad for letting Sweeney kind of recover. But I'm very much interested to see how that tight end room plays out. I really am. But I'm not interested in seeing Lee Smith back on the squad. But Barrier, what if we sign Marquette King? I don't know how I feel about Bojo. No, Marquette King is doing his thing. I mean, I don't mind Boho, man. I don't mind him. I don't think everybody poo-poos on Boho. I know he has some times where you're like, yo, come on, man. How'd you punt that shit? Come on now. You're a professional punter. You should be able to freaking have that hang time and you should be able to punt more than 40 freaking yards. But, hey, I digress, man. They like him. They like him. They even brought a punter just to kind of put a little pressure on him, and he out-punted that dude. So, guess what? The point of the punter is to kind of pin it and get it high. High and pin. High and pin. Let our guys run underneath it and get over there. Straight up and down. So, I want y'all to keep an eye out for certain things. Because camp isn't over. It's coming to an end soon, but it's not over just yet. Keep an eye out for the linebacker position. It turns out my guy Voshan is fizzling away. Ooh, it hurts to say it because I had high hopes for him. I wanted him to do some big things. But it doesn't seem like things are clicking the way it should be clicking. And not only that, he's now hurt, which now opens up a roster spot, potentially. So they brought in, or they're looking at, I don't know if they brought in, but they were looking at bringing in Darren Lee. I think he's the former Ohio State linebacker, I think, if I remember, my memory serves me correct. Drafted to the Jets. Fast dude. Sideline to sideline type of linebacker. If we already looking into that type of stuff, it's not looking good for my guy Voshan. Furthermore, Tyrell Dotson could be a name for you guys to be looking for. Tyrell Dotson, I was going to put him as my guy to be on the squad, right? I wanted 6 linebackers, but I had to make some tweaks. So I had Edmonds, Milano, Klein, Medikevich, Joseph. Joseph being out, maybe Dotson comes in. So many things going on. So a lot of battles are happening. So keep an eye out for that. By the way, there's 200 people watching this bitch. Shout out to each and every one of you guys. I appreciate y'all. This is the Rico Report, hosted on the Buffalo Fanatics. Big things are being done. So Voshan Joseph, keep an eye on Mike Love, Tenzel Smart. I had no idea who this man was. And now I see him making some noise. So it's worthwhile to keep that in your ear. Tenzel Smart. Levi Wallace has a big he's got a big opportunity. I'm gonna put it that way. He's got a big opportunity to take full advantage of Josh Norman being out. Because it was Josh Norman's job to lose, and when you're not available on the field, there's nothing you can do. Your best ability is your availability. And right now he's tweaked the hamstring. So Levi Wallace has all the opportunity right now to really solidify himself and take over and go back to being cornerback 2. You fizzled off last year. You have an opportunity. You put 10 pounds on. You ready to roll. Let's do it. So keep an eye out for that little battle right there. New cornerback, Brian Allen. Keep an eye out for that. Big physical guy. You might see a lot of him on special teams. We're going to find out. And Tyrell Dotson, we talked about that. And I thought Tyrell Dotson would have been, the outside linebacker, but they have him replacing Edmonds at middle linebacker. So I found that very interesting. So keep an eye out for that. So that being said, folks, we have an interesting camp going on. We're in obviously unprecedented times. It's not the same, but we got to deal with it. But my man, Mr. Process, cut it out, man. Let the reporters do what they do. My man Bobby says it's Dotson season, man. It might be. It might be. Don Trotman says bust in the NFL so far. Lee has been. Oh, he's talking about Darren Lee. Yo, a lot of people, destinations aren't the greatest because they said the same thing about Jerry Hughes. Bust. So what did my guy do when he got to Buffalo? He became one of the better guys, got a nice little contract, one of the better pass rushing guys in the league because one team thought he was trash. Not good enough to be on the squad. Free Chris Brown. Real talk, man. Yo, and let me tell you something. When Chris Brown comes back to his position, does he address the people? Or is he bitter and upset and angry? I wonder. Because I feel some type of way. I'm trying to give the people what they want. I may slipped up. Don't suspend me. Just talking about, yo, man, this is your first warning. Cut it out. You putting out business out too much. Cut it out. I don't know, man. We'll see. We shall see. So I'm gonna open up the chat line for questions, concerns. Because a lot of times we end these shows when you guys have fantastic concerns or questions or comments, and we miss it. So you have an opportunity right now. If I see it, I'm going to read it. You know who gets the priority, man. It's the Bing Squad. Bing Squad always gets priority and the super chats. But if I see something worthwhile looking at and reading and talking about it and make it a topic of discussion, let's do it. So I want to ask you guys in the meantime, let me take a sip of this. How are you guys feeling about this O-line? Should we leave Ford at right tackle and let him develop at right tackle? We drafted him to be right tackle. He should remain at right tackle. Let him develop at right tackle. Don't even bother. If you want to fix that right guard position, fix it with Nseke, fix it with Brian Winters and let Brian Winters be, and leave Brian Winters in until Feliciano comes back. But do not move Cody Ford. Leave him at right tackle. If you guys feel about that, if you guys feel good about that, let me know. Darrell Williams can slide into left guard. Let me know. But let's not forget, Darrell Williams was once a Pro Bowl right tackle. So he's no slouch in his own right. And we were looking at Darrell Williams a couple years back. But he decided to go back to the Panthers. I was disappointed. I for sure thought he was coming to Buffalo. Tebow. This O-line is good, but not great. Like I said before, many draft analysts said Ford would be a all-pro guard. Keep him at guard. So my man Tebow wants to keep my guy Ford at guard. Eric Kinsey says Ford at right tackle until we draft another tackle. But why would you do that? Why would you leave him at right tackle until we draft another one? Keep him there so he can develop there. A lot of people were saying that Deion Dawkins was better slated at left guard. And look at him now, a highly paid, highly skilled left tackle. Sometimes you just got to let these guys develop in their positions. Development is almost something that people are ignoring. You've got to let these guys develop. That's how they get better. That's how they get better. We got a super chat. Shout out to my guy Keegan Callanan. Chris Brown's suspension was inside job. What? Talk about it now. So the Chris Brown suspension was an inside job. Explain yourself with that. So the way I look at it is this, man. It's pretty much black and white. You violated what we felt that we told every reporter not to do, and we gotta slap your hand. So now, go tell your friends. It's pretty much what they did. So the Bills were like, nah. We're not gonna warn him because they all got the warning. So slap his ass, slap his hand, and now all the others know. Don't do that, or else you're not gonna be allowed to come back. So that's one way to look at it too. Al Hansen. Ford is our Pro Bowl guard. Wow. Okay. You like him at guard. Maybe the next Ruben Brown. Okay. I respect that. We can find another tackle in the draft or free agency. So that's one way to look at it. One way to look at it is this. Let him develop at right guard, period. You're staying at right guard. That's where we see you. That's that. Make your home here. Get to it. You can be a Pro Bowler. We'll get ourselves a right tackle soon. I can roll with that. I definitely can. But you can't leave him leave him at right tackle and then draft another right tackle and then push him in. Put him somewhere where he's going to develop and get better. Period. Daniel Guaris, my guy. Daniel says, my O-line philosophy for 2020, put your best five on the line and roll with it. Put Ford where you need him for the season. And in 2021, he can go back to right tackle if needed. So you're for him at right guard. I got you. Dan Mange, who's starting DT? Starting DT. Well, most likely is going to be our 3 tech in Ed Oliver. And Maybe Vernon Butler, and that's going to be rotation. That right there is going to be rotation. So maybe Vernon Butler will get in, Harrison Phillips will get in there. You know what I'm saying? Even Vincent Taylor might get some time in there too. I know Bobby doesn't like Vincent Taylor. He doesn't like him on the squad. But Vincent Taylor might get in. We might have to make some room for him. But right now it's going to be Ed, Easy Ed, and probably Vernon Butler or Easy Ed and Harrison Phillips. So who knows, man? Harrison Phillips, I see him more as a 3 tech anyway. He can play a little on the nose, but I'd rather not. So I would say it's going to be that. And then you got Quentin Jefferson that's going to be moving all over the place. So you never know, man. We're going to find out. Mcdermott was probably fuming. You damn right he was fuming when he found out that we're letting the stuff out the bag, letting the stuff out you know what I'm saying? So he was probably like, yo, not happening. Who did it? Chris Brown did it? Bring him in my office. And I bet you one like this. Hey, Coach Mcdermott, you wanted to see me? Yeah, have a seat. So it came to my attention that you talking shit. Just like that. You want to go out and tell our business in my backyard? Let me tell you something. That's not the way it works here. That's not my process. You see this behind me? It says respect the process. Defend our dirt. Our dirt stays in our house. Don't sell my dirt to somebody else. All right, coach. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You're suspended. Get out. I assume it probably went something like that. I assume. And scene. Thank you very much. So, folks, that's my time, man. Unless y'all have some questions that I'm scouring right now. I'm scouring through the questions right now. Let me see what my man says. People are so used to seeing other guys go right from college to the pros and be a beast. That's not everyone. Most guys need time. That's the facts, man. You're going from playing with guys your age that still haven't developed in college. Very good. Then you're going to grown men, best of the best of the best in an elite league. You're going to go through your growing pains, man. So you got to develop somewhere. You've got to develop. You need to. Nobody jumps into a job and knows exactly what they're doing all the time. Real talk. You know what, Cody Finney? I'm about that life. Let's do it. I'm taking phone calls. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you call, y'all know who you are. The Bing Squad are the people that are able to call. You want to know how you become part of the Bing Squad? Join thefanatics.com. And now you can call me, and I'll put it on the air, and people can hear your question, and then we keep it moving. Tremaine was a puppy when he started. Yup, and he was still learning. He was a puppy peeing all over the place. And then we trained him. Now he's good. He's got that bladder in check. Truth to hearts. How you know it wasn't Bean that suspended him? It could have been Bean. Reverse Mcdermott with Bean. Same situation. Respect our dirt. Defend our dirt. He didn't defend it. He let the dirt out. You know what I'm saying? What do you think the hardest position battle is going to be going down to the wire? It's that right guard. The right guard position. I mean, we settled the kicker position. Now it's going to be the right guard. It might be between cornerbacks 2. That would have been a nice battle. I would have loved to see that battle. What else is out there? Those are the ones that stand out. And that fullback battle. Reggie Gilliam, I believe, is going to take that position. I think Reggie Gilliam is going to make the squad. And they're going to have to say goodbye to my guy, Pat DeMarco. It's just the facts, folks. It's just the facts. So if y'all want to call, y'all have the opportunity to call. If you guys are wondering, like, where's this number? I forgot the number. Where's this number at? If you go to the YouTube community tab, in the community tab, that's usually where we post the number, and then we can go from there. My guy, Anthony Romeo. Gilliam is the next juice. I'm telling you right now, man. Dude is a beast of an athlete. He can do it all, man. I remember having the interview with Gilliam and listening to his story. If you guys don't know, I had an interview with Gilliam. I think it's on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and peruse that and take a look at it. We had an interview with Gilliam, and when him and I were chopping it up, he was telling me, yo, I walked onto this damn team. I earned my way. I was a running back at first. I was no fullback. I was a running back. I was killing it. 200 yards a game and all that stuff. And look where he's at right now. He knows what it is. I got my man Cody Finney. Cody, what's going on, man? This is the Rico Report, the Buffalo Fanatics. What is on your mind? Your mic is hot. Let's go.
All right. You a little concerned about us maybe not signing Matt Milano with cap space dropping next year and the big names coming up in the next 2 years?
Am I concerned? No. Because let me tell you why. And listen, I want us to sign Milano. I'd love for us to sign Milano, but I'm not like heartbroken if we don't. Right? Depending on how much we want to pay him. Are you wanting to? I'm gonna flip the question to you. Are you willing to pay Milano $13 million, $13 to $15 million a year? You're ready to do that?
He's in my opinion, he's a top 5 coverage linebacker. And if you actually watch, the dude can actually do some pretty great pass rushing. I don't know. Milano, I mean, just look when he went down, look what happened to our defense. I mean,
see, okay, but here's the thing. I'm gonna combat you on that. When he went down, it took some adjusting, but we were still able to maintain a top 3, top 5 defense with him down. Top 10, I'll say top 10. We were still able to maintain a top 10 defense. We didn't slip as crazy as people want to claim that we did. So it makes me feel that although he's a great piece to this team, we can manage. We can definitely manage, but I'd love to have him back. Don't get me wrong. If we can bring him back, man, I'll take him all day, every day. So I have a feeling that we'll make it work. Once we get rid of Trent Murphy, that frees up a little bit of money. Once we kind of free up
music to my ears.
You know what I'm saying? So once we get rid of freaking Pat DeMarco, if we do, frees up a little money, and then now we can talk about bringing Milano back. But some people feel that he's not worth the $13 million, right? My guy Keegan Callanan says $13 million? No way. Not happening, right? Anthony Romeo, $13 million is cheaper range at this point. I hope he takes a hometown discount. Let me tell you something, folks. Cody Finney, I want you to stay on the line for this one. There is no such thing in this day and age for a hometown discount. Hometown discount is if you're a aging young player, you're near the end, you've had all the accolades, you killed the game, and you still have a little left in you. You'll take a hometown discount then. You don't take a hometown discount when you're an ascending player, young and ready to get after it. Hometown discount, Anthony Romeo.
Make all that money you can. You gotta provide for that family. I understand that.
I hear that, man.
I don't know. I worry. I don't know if it was me, but then again, that's why I'm not a GM of a football team.
Right.
I would have no problem signing Milano for that.
$13 million? I mean, some people will agree with you. Some people will not agree with you.
Linebacker.
I think if we do give him $13 million, I think it's on the high end, but it all depends on how much we appreciate him and how much we actually value Milano. And if he gets that money, that's the high end.
2 years. In the next 2 years, when Edmonds is up, would you feel okay signing Edmonds to $13 million?
Hell yeah, man! I'm not even thinking about that. Are you nuts? Edmonds is going to be on this. Edmonds is going to be on this team for a long time, man. So that's one I don't even hesitate. I don't even hesitate at paying Edmonds. Milano, on the other hand, I do. At $13 million, 10, 11, I could deal. 13 is on the high end, but it is what it is, man. So I'm going to let you go because I got other calls coming in. Cody Finney, I appreciate you, man.
All right, later.
Take care, man. So one more thing, but before I get out of here, man, Duke Williams will play week 1 in Buffalo when the desperate Jets sign him. So let me get on this Duke Williams thing and I'll be done because I feel like I talk about it a lot. But I really hate, and I'm going to say hate is a strong word, and I'm going to say it. I won't say that. I can't stand it when the lazy people, and I said it, and if you want to come after me, bring it. But when the lazy people like to mention Duke Williams drop in the end zone during the Houston game. But what about that drop? He should have caught that. If we caught it, we would have bam. Fair. What about that tackle? If we tackle Deshaun Watson, we cool. Are we talking about Saron Neal's trash and Milano's trash? No, shit happens. But here's my pet peeve. This is where it makes me upset. If he should have caught that ball. 10 targets. He only came down with four catches. So 3 of those balls that were thrown his way were way over his head, and Josh Allen was just tossing them. So now those 4 receptions are now 4 of 7. So let's cut it out now. Now, though, the discussion is very different now, isn't it? Right? Secondly, go back and look at the damn catches he was making. Every one of those balls he was catching were unreal. Contested balls, caught it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear, oh, but he was dropping this and dude was efficient that game. He was our best receiver that game. He was targeted. They were going after him. He was bailing us out. I don't want to hear it. But what about that drop in the end zone? What about the catch against the Titans that fucking won the game for us? Y'all forget about that? It's so easy to forget about that shit. So easy. The last game, that's what y'all want to remember. But that game against the Titans was a big one. That was a big game against the Titans. We lose that game, momentum is lost. We don't have the great momentum. That game was a big momentum one for us. On the road on top of that. Cold off the bench. Cold off of being inactive. All he does is make plays when you give it to him. When you give him an opportunity. The very little opportunity that he was receiving, he was making the best of it. But y'all sitting here talking about the drop ball in the end zone. What about John Brown's inability and awareness to get your 2 damn feet down in the damn field for the first down? Y'all don't want to talk about that. Why not? Bring it up. Oh, is it because we signed him for a big deal, so you're not allowed to talk about it? Because my man Duke Williams was an undrafted guy. It's okay to talk about that. Just cut him. Nah, man, y'all tripping. You guys have to remember you got to go back. He was a stud back in college. That dude, he got in trouble. That's what got him to JUCO. He goes to JUCO, gets his act together a little bit, goes back to the collegiate level, right? Tries to make a name for himself, but that momentum that he had when he was killing the game at Auburn wasn't working. Clearly one of the best athletes on the squad. He goes to the CFL to humble himself. What does he do? Kills the game. One of the best receivers in the game. But it's the CFL, Rico. What about it? Chad Johnson went to the CFL. How did Chad Johnson do? Can y'all tell me? Nobody in the back? Anybody in the back can tell me how Chad Johnson did? Okay. Quiet. So let the dude do what he does. Let him compete. And if he doesn't make the squad, he doesn't make the squad. But I don't want to hear the slant that he's trash and he's this. He ain't good. He ain't going to make it up. There's some idiots on Twitter talking about he's no good. Well, shut your ass up, man. But you know how Twitter be. You got to let him go. So anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this, man. I'm not trying to have no slander on my guy, Duke. You know what I'm saying? That boy can play. He's a baller. That boy can play. And it was evident when they benched bum-ass freaking Robert Foster and says, yo, you are no good to us on the offense. So sit your ass on the bench. Duke, you're up. And Duke did the best he could with what he was given with very little time. Give him time with the ones. Give him time to get one with the quarterback. He will make plays for you. And it was evident. I'm off of that. I'm done. And that's how we're going to end this damn show. Y'all suckers for that, man. Can't stand it. Anthony Johnson says the defense lost the wild card. Man, it was that game. By the way, the barbershop, I've been asked about the barbershop. If the barbershop is going to continue, hell yeah, it's going to continue. We just did a barbershop maybe a couple weeks back, and we did a watch party. And we rewatched the Houston game. And we had analysis on the whole. It was lit. We had comments. We were talking about it. Even Kevin the Doll fan was here watching with me. We have it recorded. We're just editing it and putting it together. It's going to be fun. Y'all going to like it. Y'all going to like it. Chadwick Boseman died. What? Yo, for real? No way. Wakanda Forever? Oh, shit. That from cancer? Damn. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, did not expect that. Man, he kept that under wraps. Colon cancer. Oh, no. Yo, that's a silent killer. Fellas. I'm specifically talking to you fellas, man. Ryan Teal, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Salute to you, man. Damn, man. I ended on a high note, and then here comes Bobby with that damn terrible news, man. Damn, man. Colon cancer, fellas, man, that is a silent killer, man. If you can get that shit checked out soon, do it. Oh, man, that just ruined my night, man. Golly. Oh. All right, folks. Shit, man. That's crazy. That boy had so much damn potential. He was a star in the making, man. Oh, man. Yeah, the barbershop's coming, man. The barbershop is coming. So, listen, I appreciate you guys very much so. You guys have been killing the game. I got a little nugget for you guys. You guys got to know that this is the lineup. This is the lineup. Get familiar. So it's going to start like this. Week 1, Sunday nights. It's the post-game press with your boy. It's the post-game press going down. And then you got the Bills guys that are going to be giving you the post-game on the Monday. You know what I'm saying? When all the dust has settled. That's what's going to happen then. Then you're going to get hit with the Hoof Live. They're going to be prime and ready to go. Thursday, then Wednesday, we got the Hump Day Hotline. And let me tell you something. The Hump Day Hotline is actually going to be going remote. I think at the Cardinals game. That's going to be dope. Then on top of that, we go back to the Bills guys on Thursday. Then we hit you with the Rico report, the pre-game, right? The pre-weekend Rico report. Then the Bills overdue with a little bit of comedy, with a bit of levity. And then we back at it on Sunday night. And furthermore, we're looking at making a pregame show. So if you are sick and tired, let me say it again. If you are sick and tired of, and Steve said it best. Steve said it best. Let me take that out. If you're tired of listening to these guys mess up the statistics and mess up the players on the team and doing all that stuff. By the way, Joe Miller, tragic indeed. Incredible talent loss, for sure. Nothing worse than when a talent that hasn't reached its full peak, full potential, and something as tragic as this takes them away. It's sad. That's a killer for the community. It's a killer for the Black community. When you see it's already hard enough for these guys to get up in the game and acting, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's about who you know and this, that, and the third. And you're starting to make a name for yourself, and then damn, this happens, man. That is a tragedy, man. That's tough. Oh man, that's a killer, man. That ruined the move for real. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The Hoof is on Tuesdays. So you guys gotta be ready for that. Be ready. The Buffalo Fanatics are bringing it to you 7 days a week. And on top of that, pregame, Sundays, right before the game, 2 hours before the game, you're going to have one of the content creators from Buffalo Fanatics be tuning in. Tune in. You don't want to watch you don't want to watch Bill freaking Coward tear up our team talking about Marcus Murphy, the running back for the Bills right now. He's a second-round draft pick from Utah. No, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. You feel what I'm saying? So we will be giving it to you live before the game. And the beautiful thing about it is we might switch it up. You might not know who's coming. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So I want y'all to I'm going to leave this with y'all, man. Be good to one another, man. You got family members that are going through some issues, health issues. You know what I mean? They just got diagnosed. Who knows, right? Be there for them. Be the ear, be the shoulder, be all of that, man. Because yo, we are on what we call borrowed time. We are not here forever. We are not here forever. So all this racism bullshit that's going out there, these cops doing bullshit, these criminals doing nonsense, you know what I'm saying? And retaliating eye for eye, yo, it's a wrap, man. Yo, be good, man. You got to be good to one another. Golly. Anyway, so folks, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And tomorrow you will see our guys, the Bills overdue, Max and Jeremy. They're going to give you some comedic relief. Y'all should tune in. He gives a mean, you know what I'm saying, a mean impression. I won't say who, but y'all know what it is, man. So, until next time, be good to one another. It's your boy. And I'm gone.